Hi my friends, today we're in Hydra, an upscale neighborhood of Algiers. It's in the higher parts of Algiers, and we are going to drive to Ben Aknoun. So let me just show you a little bit of Hydra around. So Hydra has two main roundabouts here. One is here, on this street. One is the first one is the one we have just left. The other one is over there. And usually the public bus that services this area goes or visits both roundabouts. And well, Hydra is also Algiers' diplomatic neighborhood, with lots of consulates and embassies located here. Most of the embassies and consulates Algeria has diplomatic relations with are in fact located here in Hydra. And Hydra is also not very far from Ben Aknoun, not very far from the city center, and not very far from Said Hamdin, Sidi Yahya, and Elbiya. Okay, so this is the second roundabout. There is a public bus here. In fact, this is the final stop for public buses, the public buses that service this neighborhood. Okay. The area is also serviced by many taxis, many cabs. And now we are returning to the first roundabout in order to start our trip. And of course, Hydra is such a beautiful neighborhood with many beautiful houses, some of which date back to the colonial period, and others are newly built. And it's of course mainly a residential neighborhood, but there are also many companies that have their headquarters here in Hydra. Although in fact it's extremely expensive neighborhood. Go ahead. He's entering the gas station. All right, so let's go. And this is one of Hydra's main bus stops here. In order to go to Ben Aknoun, we need to take this street. I worked here for a few years, but I'm not sure if I still remember. Okay, so we're not allowed to take the left, therefore there is a stop sign here. All right, so let's circle the block on the left, maybe. Okay, so that's it. And it's okay as long as there is no congestion. The road is not congested. And in fact, great. Let's take the left. If you want to drive to Val d'Hydra, then you need to. All right, but we can't drive straight on. But anyways, so as I told you, when there are, our streets are not congested, then you could practically drive anywhere you want, from any place to any place, without any problem in just a few minutes. So you would be surprised how fast you would drive from not one neighborhood to the other, and even from the one end of Algiers to the other. in just a quarter of an hour or so. And now we are approaching Paradou. Paradou is that building, that semi-circular building over there, and the whole neighborhood is in fact known as Paradou here, and it has a local a local soccer club, which is in Algeria's first league, and it's also one of the best soccer clubs here in Algiers. We're taking a second underpass in order to leave this neighborhood. And now we are approaching the southern bypass. We're approaching the second bypass motorway. Not here. All right. The second bypass motorway, or the Ben Aknoun motorway, in order to go to Ben Aknoun. So now we've just left the neighborhood of Hydra in order to enter this motorway, and you'll see how it's how Ben Aknoun is just next door to Hydra. If you want to go to Hydra, the Hydra Valley, then you take the right. This is the part of Hydra that will lead you to Algiers. Now we are driving by by City Malki. The City Malki is apartment complex. It's very dangerous to cross this motorway, guys. This guy is just crazy. It's very dangerous to cross it. It's a very wide motorway, and you should avoid crossing it at any cost. Believe me, there are solutions. There are, there are overpasses. There are bridges. Although there are no foot bridges here in this area, but there are bridges, and you should avoid crossing it. There are bridges for cars, and you should go. I mean, it's worth walking as far as those bridges in order to cross this motorway than crossing it on foot, just as that guy did. Just did it, and now we are entering Ben Aknoun. I've heard of people getting killed, getting run over by cars here on this motorway. The motorway we've just left. So this is Ben Aknoun, guys, and that's the Ben Aknoun hospital over there. It's an orthopedic hospital. If you want to go to Dili Brahim, you take this road here. If you want to go to the zoological park, the zoo, you take this road. And now this is, in fact, there is a beautiful fountain here, and right behind that fountain you'll find the Ben Aknoun bus station. So they have really made this area beautiful. I haven't been to this area in 5 or 6 years, and now as I am revisiting it again, I am discovering how beautiful it is, or they have made it, how beautiful they have made it. And this is Ben Aknoun. It only took us 9 minutes in order to drive, 10 minutes in order to drive from Hydra, from the central part of Hydra to the central part of Ben Aknoun. And well, I really enjoyed driving from Hydra to Ben Aknoun, and there is a hotel over there, Ferdy Lily Hotel. Well, and now, yeah, it's because it's a weekend day. What made it possible to drive from Hydra to Ben Aknoun in such a short time is that, you know, because we are on a Friday morning. Otherwise, it would have been very difficult to do it on an ordinary weekday because of the congested streets. But anyways, let's enjoy driving on weekends and early in the morning and late at night. I hope that you liked my video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notifications button in order to receive notifications about my future videos. Take care of yourselves and goodbye.